Hey guys, trying to go live on TikTok. I don't know. Trying to go live on TikTok. It's always something with TikTok. Okay. Hey guys, come on in. Come on in. Live. Okay, I'm live on TikTok. I'm trying to put both of my phones together. Okay, so I'm live on TikTok. And I'm live on YouTube. So I'm being consistent. We're going live on YouTube Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. Okay, so when you guys come on, let me know where you guys are coming in from. Let me know, if you guys have a business, what you guys are doing for money, how you're stewarding your money, and then share this with the last 5 people that you text messaged. The last 5 people that you text message, share this video with, okay? Share my link with them. My goal is to help you guys start focusing on your money, right? Helping you guys focus on your money. Hey guys, hit the like button, share this with 5 people. Just click share and share it with 5 people the last 5 people you text. So we're living in some times now, right? We're living in some times, I'm living in some times, Hey guys from the UK. Hey guys. I am great. I woke up grateful. I was listening to one of my audiobooks. However you say it, audible books, called When God Speaks by Joseph Giles. And, he just talks about, how God is speaking in our life, but we not listening. He talks about how God speaks in our life and we're just not listening, right? So it says the world is, well, here's the thing. We got to get spiritually grounded. Now, these lives are about money. What we didn't learn in school about money, and how we can change that, right? And how we can change our financial tree, how we can change our wealth tree, how we can change, right? How we can change ourselves so that we can change our tree, okay? So there's a lot of stuff we didn't learn in school, right? It's a lot of stuff that we should have learned in school. So I'm Coach Tanisha, in New York. I am a coach. I've been a coach for over a decade. I teach people about fixing their credit, getting business funding, starting businesses, becoming Amazon influencers, helping people gain confidence around their money. I've been online for over 13 years, made a lot of money. I'm still making money 13 years later. Thank God. Although it's a recession or depression or the government shut down, I'm still in position to be able to make money. And that is a blessing all in itself. Now, if you guys see my book behind me, I have a book called The ABCs of Wealth Building that me and my daughter Cheyenne, we wrote together. So this is me building wealth in real time with my child. Because again, wealth is built through generation after generation after generation after generation after generation after generation, right? That's how wealth is built, right? So me and her created this. The goal is to get this book into 1 million children's hands. So if you have a child, you got a grandchild, you got god kids or whatever, definitely get them this book. We didn't learn a lot in school, about money. Unfortunately, we didn't learn a lot about a lot of things, right? And I decided to create this book. We also have a workbook. We also coming up with a coloring book, for people that want to color. And, my goal is to help us to get ahead, right? To push us further, because we're behind. We're 455 years behind. We're 455 years behind every other culture that is doing well, right? We already have the blueprint. We're just not following, that blueprint. So I go live Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. Share this. I'm not before you long. We probably spend about 10, 15 minutes. And I talk about things that we need to know, right? So I go live Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays at 9 a.m. Okay, we talk about money, we talk about stewardship, we talk about finance. Okay, so we're going to continue talking about stewardship. We're going to continue talking about what we need to do with our money, right? So if you're a Christian, right, I got my coffee. If you are a Christian, right, and you find yourself with this cycle of living check to check, or you find yourself more month than money, right? That's simply just saying you're not living an abundant life, right? You're not living in abundance. And this is, the Bible talks about abundance. The Bible has over 2,000 scriptures on money and wealth building, and how we can pass down wealth and what we should do with money. But unfortunately, I didn't grow up. I don't know about you guys, but I didn't grow up in the church that talked about money. They talked about success. They talked about wealth. I didn't grow up in that church, right? I grew up in the church where they said, just pray about everything and hopefully everything works out. Like, that's the church that I grew up in, right? Like, nobody talked about money. But we need money from the day we born to the day we die, and every freaking day in between. We need money, right? So as adults, right, we don't realize this as children, right? Children, of course, they think mom and dad is the bank. They think mom and dad got all the money. So, we don't, as kids, we're not thinking about money. We're not thinking about financial literacy. We're not thinking about our future unless our parents are teaching us and talking to us about our future. The only thing I used to hear when I was growing up was, oh, go to school, go to college, make sure you get a good job, you get a good pension. That's it. My dad used to tell me, don't spend all your money, right? He used to say, my dad used to say, save for a rainy day, right? And to me, every day is a doggone rainy day. Right now, those people that are furloughed, or the people that can't get paid right now, it's a rainy day for them. So I feel like every day is a rainy day. Make sure you guys share this with 5 people and hit the like button, and share, and share this. So there's emergency every day, right? There's emergency, all the time. So nobody in my family, no adult told me anything about money. They didn't tell me about credit. They didn't tell me about real estate. They didn't tell me about interest. They didn't tell me about taxes. They didn't tell me about inflation. They didn't tell me about the banking system. They didn't tell me about nothing, right? Like, they didn't tell me about anything about money, right? So as an adult growing up, right, as a young adult growing up, it's like you got to figure all this stuff out. Now you got to figure it out, and then you make so much mistakes, you end up losing so much money because you don't know, right? So I feel like if we would have learned just the basics of credit, if we would learn the basics of stocks and home ownership, if we would learn the basics of investments, if we would have learned the basics of how to steward money, saving money, right, paying attention to our money and not spending to infinity, we would have more financially stable people today. Do you guys agree? We would have more financially stable people today. We wouldn't have so many people in poverty, right? We wouldn't have so many people robbing Peter to pay Paul, right? We wouldn't have, so many people, right, that are stuck and feeling bad and not wanting to move forward, right? Because they depressed and they have anxiety, right? So I feel like, again, school has their agenda. School teaches us just to go to work so they can produce more workers, and we fall for the trap. Then the next issue becomes, now when you do get the job and then you work for the job for 20 to 30 to 40 years, and then you try to retire, in this day and age, you can't retire anymore. You can't retire. You can't even retire anymore, right? People are getting retirement jobs. Or the retirement age is now 72. So people can't retire now. So it's like times are getting worse, right? This administration is just making things worse, right? People are losing their minds. People are losing their money. People are losing their families. People are losing their houses. People losing everything, their jobs. People are losing everything. And things are only getting worse. That's why I tell people, get closer to God. Start building your spirituality. Start building on your faith and get your money together. Faith, health, wealth, love, and happiness, right? You got to have money, right? You got to have your health, right? You got to have love. You got to love yourself, right? You got to love yourself. Health, wealth, love, and happiness. Those are the 4 pillars of life. Hey, guys, that's the 4 pillars of life, okay? Health, wealth, love, and happiness. You got to have money in life. You got to. You got to have something that is going to help you sustain your life. And it's money, right? You got to have your health, right? Because you can't travel the world sick, right? You can't be sick down and out, shriveling up, trying to get on the plane. You're going to be too weak, right? You got to love yourself. Right? You got to love yourself in order to build wealth. You got to love yourself to want to be healthy, right? And then life ultimately is about being happy. Life ultimately, friends, is about being happy, right? How many people are actually happy right now? Not a lot. If you are a federal government worker and you still got to go to work and not get paid, you are not happy right now. Okay? You are not happy. Okay? And happiness should be at the top of our list, right? It should be at the top. What makes you happy? What brings you joy? Like me going to the spa. Like I'm going to the spa after this, right? I'm making today a spa day for me. Right? That makes me happy. Me traveling, going out the country. I try to go out the country 4 or 5 times a year. That makes me happy. Right? That literally makes me happy. Right? So we got to say, what makes you happy? Right? What makes you happy? Okay? What makes you happy? Okay? What makes you happy, friends? Okay? What makes you happy? Right? So you want to start thinking about what makes you happy. Does your family make you happy? Does your kids make you happy? Does your spouse make you happy? Does your grandmother make you happy? Does reading a good book make you happy? We got to start tapping into the happiness, right? Health, wealth, love, and happiness is the 4 pillars of life. Okay? It says, but they will get back pay. Yeah, but here's the thing. Although the federal workers that's not getting paid will get back pay, majority of them was living check to check. So right now the anxiety is up and the depression is up, and they still got to go to work and not get paid. Meanwhile, Congress is not going to work and they getting paid. That's why tomorrow, I don't know if you guys are participating, but they're having a No Kings Day in every state in America. So I don't know if you guys are joining it or if you guys are going, but Americans, we're sick and tired of being sick and tired of being sick and tired. It's just too much going on. Every time you turn around, somebody can't do something. Somebody can't go somewhere. It's too much, right? It's all these restrictions. They're removing people. They laying people off. They getting rid of the Department of Education. They getting rid of healthcare. They getting rid of Section 8. It's like, it's exhausting. I told my kids, I said, living can be exhausting, right? Living can be exhausting, right? So we got to know, and my grandmother always say that every day is a mental battle, a mental health battle, right? Because every day we're battling certain decisions that we got to make. Some of y'all right now is contemplating, should I leave my job or not? Right? Should I leave my job or not? right? Some of y'all are saying that, right? Should I leave my job or not? Right? Should I leave my husband or my wife or not? Should I run away from home or not? Like, we deal with so many decisions that we have to make every single day. Literally, guys, we deal with so many decisions that we got to make every day. Okay? Every day, friends. Every day. Let me see. Put him on timeout. All right. So, again, friends, health, wealth, love, and happiness, friends, is truly, truly, truly all that matters. Okay? So, again, friends, I would encourage you, right, to start focusing on your money, right? Start focusing on your health, right? It says, I have wealth, health, but I'm not happy at all. Yeah, so I mean, again, find out what makes you happy, right? Find out what makes you happy. What makes me happy is going to the spa, getting a massage, going to a nice hot tub, whatever the case is, right? That makes me happy. Traveling makes me definitely happy because I'd be happy to get out of America, right? I like to spend time with my daughters. I like to spend time with my grandparents. So those things make me happy. You got to figure out what makes you happy, okay? Again, again, the four pillars of life: health, wealth, love, and happiness. You can have all the money, but if your health is in the toilet, what's the point of having all the money, right? And if you got great health, but you broke, you're going to end up depressed anyway, right? And you got to be happy with what you're doing, right? And you got to love yourself enough to want to build wealth and want to do what you need to do, right? So, but the time is now, friends. If there's no better time, right? There's no better time than now to get yourself started, right? Starting a business, finding happiness, finding you a spouse, finding you a new job, starting you a new business. I have my app. It's called the School of Money and Wealth. Okay. The School of Money and Wealth. The School of Money and Wealth. And in that app, we focus on your money. I have a PDF that you guys can download. You can start to go through that. I have different trainings you guys can start to go through. And I also have my Amazon training. All right. So for this month of October, we're running a sale, a $67 sale, where I'm teaching you how to become an Amazon influencer, how to become an Amazon affiliate, how to make money from shopping, how to buy Amazon stock, and just business in general. Okay, just business, right? In general, guys, right? You can get the book on Amazon for like $16, and then you can get the course, right? Learn something new so you can make some new money, right? Learn something new, friends, so that you can make some new money. But the time is now. The time is now, friends. I mean, again, we're going to be shopping online. We're going to be shopping. We're going to need new underwears. We're going to need new coats. We're going to need new sneakers. We're going to need new sunglasses. We're going to need new lip gloss. We're going to shop anyway. We're going to shop. We're going to shop anyway, right? So why not learn how to get paid from doing something that you're already doing? Your kids are going to shop. Your grandkids are going to shop. Everybody's going to shop. Now we just got to learn how to get paid, right? And then once we start making money from shopping, right, getting paid to shop, now we invest our money in the Amazon stock, or we invest our money in the Target stock, or we invest our money in the Walmart stock. Walmart stock 2 years ago was $60. Walmart stock right now is over $90. So if you would have bought 100 shares of Walmart stock 2 years ago, right, you'd probably be up thousands and thousands of dollars, right? See, people are scared to invest just because they are not educated enough, right? If you shop on Amazon, you already giving Amazon your money. If you shop on Amazon, friends, you already giving Amazon your money, right? It's just Amazon's not giving you any money, right? Because everything that you buy on Amazon is worthless. You buy a cup, it's worthless. The only value that your cup has, like I bought this cup on Amazon. The only value that this cup has is to hold my coffee. It's worthless. I can't go sell this for nothing. I can't go sell it for nothing. Now I can return it to Amazon and get my money back. That's as far as that goes, right? But if we're investing, right, and we're making our money grow through the stock that we are already investing in, Because if you're already buying on Amazon, you already investing in the Amazon company. If you buying from Walmart, you already investing in the Walmart company. If you shop at Target, you already investing in that company. It's just you're not doing it to get paid. You're just doing it to just keep buying stuff that you need, right? So we got to get into investing so our money can grow. And then we teach our children. See, the earlier, right? The earlier that we start investing, I wish I would have knew this when I was in my 20s, right? Now I knew about buying silver. I started buying silver when it was $9, right? See, the earlier that we get started investing, the earlier that we get started, guys, investing, right? The more money, our money will compound, right? And this is compound interest is the eighth wonder of the world, right? It's like you're getting money after money after money. You can start investing for your child as young as 15 days old. You put 10,000 in a VOO stock or S&P 500 stock and let it ride for 20 years. Right? If it's 20 years and they turn 20 years old, they can have a $1 million portfolio that's paying them 10% a year, which is $100,000. So whether they want to go to college, whether they want to get a job, whether they want to start a business, they still gonna have money. Because guys, you need money. You can't survive without money. You got to pay your rent. You got to pay your car note. You got to pay insurance. You got to buy food. Whatever it is, you still need money. I don't care what nobody says. You still need money for everything. Your looks is not getting you anywhere. Your looks ain't paying your rent. Your looks ain't paying your car note. You need money, and that's why we got to put ourselves in position to always have money and always make money all the time, right? I teach in the schools. I teach the kids. I teach junior high school, high school. I teach the teachers. I teach their parents. We want to put ourselves in position to always make money, right? So we need a savings, right? A savings account that's high yield interest. We need an emergency account that's high yield interest, right? We need a budget, okay? We need to budget our money. That's a part of stewardship. We need to budget our money, okay? And then we need passive income, right? You can start investing in Amazon stock with $5. You can buy fractional shares. What is the last thing you bought? Or what was the last company you bought from? I bought from TikTok. But everything TikTok sells, Amazon sells. I'm planning on getting another $1,000 worth of Amazon stock. Right? There's so many stocks, guys, that can make you money. But if you're not in the game, you can't even position yourself to win. Okay? If you're not in the game, you can't even position yourself to win. Again, if you're already shopping on Amazon, you already giving Amazon all your money. You already giving Amazon your money, right? So you already investing in Amazon, right? So why not allow Amazon to give you some money? Same thing with Apple. If you got Apple iPhones, I got Apple iPhones. If you're not investing in Apple, why not? Apple has the phones cost $1,000, but you can get an Apple stock for less than $5. You can literally start buying fractional shares of Apple for $5. You're not gonna go in the Apple store, the Apple website, and get nothing for $5. Okay, so again, friends, right? We got to get into positioning ourselves, putting ourselves in position, putting our kids in position. You see what's going on right now. Okay, do you see what's going on right now, friends? You see what's going on right now. You see what's going on. I'm not convincing nobody to do nothing. If you don't put yourself in position, friends, again, this administration, you can't depend on them. We done lost over 1 million jobs just this year. And now they laying off more federal workers. They got rid of the Department of Education, right? It's just getting worse. You just got to get better. Things are getting worse. Life is getting worse. You just got to get better, right? And we got to start with our health, wealth, love, and happiness. That's all that matters, friends. Your money matters, your health matters, your happiness matters, and your love matters. Okay? Health, wealth, love, and happiness, friends. Pray every day. Love on you every day. Love on your spouse. Love on your kids every day. Pray for them that they come home safe. My daughter goes to school. I pray every day that she comes back home, to me, right? Everybody goes to work. I pray, right? When I go out, I pray. I pray for the school system. The school system needs prayer, right? The principals need prayer. The teachers need prayer. Everybody needs prayer. You're right. Information does expire, right? But it's what you do when the information is relevant. What do you do when the information is relevant? What do you do when the information is relevant? Because right now, so much education is free, it don't even make no sense to go to college and pay for education. You can go on Google and learn how to be a project manager for free. Home Depot and Lowe's is training people how to be plumbers and electrician and HVAC specialists right now for free. The NVIDIA CEO, he said that the people that are going to win in the next decade is people that become plumbers, electrician, and HVAC. People that are into cybersecurity. Okay? People that are into cybersecurity. Right? People that are into project management and product management. Those are the people that's going to win. Anyone that is in a skilled position, right? And you can create your own income. You can work for a company and you can also create your own income. Google got plenty of courses, right? Harvard got courses. Coursera got free courses. Allison.com got courses. Yahoo has courses. I mean, this is the time, friends, to learn this stuff. AI is taking over. You can become an AI consultant for all of these companies that's trying to figure out AI and they're paying 7 figures. But the time is now, friends. The time is now. So if you guys are not in my app, it's called the School of Money and Wealth. Make sure you guys get into it. If you guys are interested in learning how, right? Thank you for the follow. If you guys are interested in learning how, okay, to make money on Amazon. I've been an Amazon seller for over a decade, okay? If you want to make money, okay? If you want to make money on Amazon from shopping, right? Just simply reviewing products 30 to 60 seconds, okay? I'm running a sale for my training, which is 67 bucks. You can get the book, which is $16 on Amazon, and you can get the course for 67 bucks, right? You're going to learn about affiliate marketing. You're going to learn how to sell on Amazon. You're going to learn how to be an influencer. You're going to learn how to do 30 to 60 second review, videos. And you're going to learn about the Amazon stock and the stock market in general. Okay. And then we go over some marketing stuff as well. Right. So, but the time is now, friends. The time is now. If you're not following me, follow me everywhere at Coach Tanisha Marie on all platforms. Okay, on all platforms. Thank you guys, for the super chat. On all platforms. Thank you guys for the follow. Thank you guys for the new, subscribers. If you're not following me on all platforms, TikTok, YouTube, damn near everywhere, guys, follow me. Literally everywhere. Coach Tanisha Marie. I give out game all the time. Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, friends, is when I go live. Okay, so I want you guys to come on, share this with at least 5 people that you know. Okay, and let's really, guys, start building wealth. Let's start building things. Right? Let's just stop chasing a bag. Let's just stop, hustling so much. Let's really start building something so the next generation can benefit from it. You want to benefit from it now. but you also want the next generation in your family to be able to benefit from it later, right? So we can't just keep chasing the bag. I got to get to the money, another day, another dollar, all these sayings. And people are burnt out. People are stressed out. They can't get their mind right. They can't get their money right. They can't seem to get their health right, right? We got to get into kingdom and building wealth, friends. We got to get into building wealth. And the time, friends, is now. The time is now, friends. You want to write a book, get that book out. You want to make money on YouTube. YouTube is paying $64 million a day. $64 million a day. YouTube is no recession. TikTok is paying daily. Amazon's paying daily. There's no recession online if you're positioning yourself to win. So, thank you guys for the super chat. Thank you guys for the follow on TikTok. And thank you guys for the new subscribers. I'm here Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays going live to talk about your money, how you position yourself, guys, and how we can get ahead. This your girl, Coach Shanisha. Make sure you guys join my app, the School of Money and Wealth. Okay? See you guys soon. Thank you, guys. Thank you.